We are now celebrating Gandhiji's 151st birthday. All across the country, flags are hoisted and statues are garlanded. But these acts are only symbolic and ceremonial. The 2nd of October should remind us of his life and teachings, the values and ideals he stood for. He even laid down his life for his principles. Hence, we call him the Mahatma, the father of our nation. Gandhiji stood for peace, non-violence, and communal harmony. As a lawyer in South Africa, Gandhiji only took up genuine cases and defied the general belief that lawyers are liars. Once in Johannesburg, while defending his client, he found out that his client had lied to him. He immediately dismissed the case. The other lawyer was dumbstruck. The judge was delighted. We as Indians look up to him, but do our rulers and citizens follow his principles? Do we instill such thoughts in our children? Ahimsa or non-violence was Gandhiji's strongest weapon against the mighty British imperialists, who proudly said, "The sun never sets in the British Empire." While millions of lives were lost across the world in freedom struggles, Gandhiji's methodology of ahimsa, satyagraha, and civil disobedience made sure the loss of lives in the Indian freedom struggle was much lesser. Communal harmony was very close to his heart. He strived hard to bring about Hindu-Muslim unity. Do you know where Gandhiji was on the midnight of August 15, 1947? While Nehru delivered his tryst with destiny, Gandhiji was at Nawakali in Bengal, in the midst of raging communal riots, trying to stop it. Lord Mountbatten said, "In Punjab we have 55,000 soldiers to control the rioting, but in Bengal we have one man and there is no rioting." He laid down his life for this very purpose. Some fanatics who could not tolerate Hindu-Muslim unity killed him. What is India's situation today? India is one of the most corrupt countries in the world. Corruption is rampant from the lowest to the highest level. Gandhiji stood against untouchability, but caste discrimination and honor killings are common these days. We are battling communal hatred and violence. No country has witnessed as many deaths in communal riots as India has. How will a country progress when there is internal strife? Let us not restrict Gandhiji to roads and statues and currency notes. Let us live by his ideals and make India a peaceful and prosperous nation.